Alright. Welcome back, everybody. My OBS was giving me problems. Mainly well, I don't know if it was OBS or if it was the capture card not getting proper power, but my screen capture was lagging heavily behind. Alright. I think we've got it all set up now. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Vita. Welcome back to Borderlands 2. It's an exciting day today. Today we get to finally start the adventure, quote-unquote, for the 94% Sham shield. Many of you will know that this is a exceedingly rare shield. And it's so rare to the fact that I'm not even sure anybody has ever obtained one on the Vita version of the game. It's in the game. We did our research on that. We figured that out. But, like, to my knowledge, and to other people's knowledge as well, for those who've done their research, nobody's ever gotten one on the Vita. So we're going to be we're going to be the ones to go through the painstaking journey of getting one. I don't know how long this will take. For other people, it's taken over a year. And I have no doubt that this may take a long time. It may just take a year in total because of all the loading time that needs to happen with the Vita version. So, we'll see. We'll see. We gotta get up to the point, though. We gotta get up to Bunker. I'll record that once, just for posterity's sake, and also I want to test out what on-level gear will do to all the enemies up there. But other than that, we should be... And every other time I'll do this, I'll just start it when we're up there. Alright. Max level. I'm going to put my game offline for this, just so things are easier. A little easier for the system to load stuff, a little easier... well, farming is not a great thing to do with a team in Borderlands. Just because of the way the lobby system works. When you leave a game, it kicks everybody out of your, well, lobby or party, I guess is a better word for it. And then they gotta rejoin, and on the Vita that takes a long time, so I will be doing this solo, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright. Once this finally loads. I don't think it should take too long. Thank you for the follow on TikTok, my friend. I don't think it should take too long for loading the bunker area, just because it is that smaller area. But we'll have to see. I was farming for a herald. Actually, he is back here. Why not give this a go? At some point, yeah, like I said, I'm farming for a Deepa. Well, I just wanted the Deepa, but we'll get a Deepa at some point, and then we will get. I think I need. Shit. I need a, what do you call it? On-level infinity pistol. We did get one from Mr. Honest Liar, but it is not on level. It's like 2 levels under, which isn't terrible, but on UVHM, you know, max level means something. What happened? I'm in the safe zone! Get out of here! Okay. Alright, okay, let me see what we got. There's definitely no inventory management happening in 1,000 cuts. The slag is okay. Level 61. Conference call. B's good. We need to get another one of these things. I mean, it just improves the percentages, but, you know. On level that. A new one of these wouldn't be terrible, but I feel like when we go with loot midget farming, that will give us that. Okay. I think this loadout's fine for now. Yeah, should be fine. I don't swap to the Infinity until Um, until we get to the actual fight. I don't know. I have a system that I do on when I do this on the PS3 because I always try to farm for one on the PS3 as well. But my system is run up, run to the door, like where you go to see Angel, because that's the spawn. It's where you need to go to get him to spawn. And then just wait under there till he like gets to either side. Mr. No Idea, welcome on the TikTok, my friend. How are you tonight? Until he gets to either side, and then depending on whatever phase he's in, you can just kind of laser him with the Infinity and the crit spots, or use the Herald and get him that way. So, pretty good. Nice. Good to hear, my friend. How was your day? Did you have a great day? I had a good day. Worked, but, you know, wasn't terrible. Could have been worse. Alright. First objective, get through 1,000 cuts without the map crashing. So, I don't think I need to kill everything I see.
I'm gonna kill you.
Thanks for letting me know. I'm not gonna try and kill everything I see. I'm just probably gonna kill the things I need to. Because we've been through this, and it gave me one hell of a time last time. But then again, I did not have on-level gear. Now we do. Fucking buzzards. But yeah, I imagine we should be fine doing this single player. Multiplayer is, you're just asking for a world of hurt. The buzzard's mine now. Okay. Where are the enemies? There they are. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright. Thankfully, we only have to get through this once per run. So, okay. That's not terrible. It's just getting to that point. Okay, fuck, I'm getting lasered. What's the hell? What's the... Oh, thank you, turret. Sideways surveyors. Oh fuck, they're behind me. This is the problem with the Vita version, is that things will just spawn in late, and you're already where you want to be by the time they do spawn in, but like, this is so much easier with Herald that actually does damage. How's turret? Hey! There's fucking turrets over there. Oh, I didn't slag you. Gotta not go down too many times. Okay. Yeah, that's hurting. We're hurting! Ah! Sometimes I hate this game. Ah. That's okay. The enemies that would have spawned in are now in, so we're not getting hit from behind. Although these turrets are massively annoying. Although they don't seem to be too much of a problem with the bee shield, although I don't know how much of that was slag and... Okay, yeah, they go down pretty easy. Okay, that's fine. We're good. Let's move on. I also learned, and I didn't double check this, because it's not imminent that I figure this out, but I'm curious, is that... What are you? When we, in the last stream, when we went to... when we went to upgrade our SMG ammo, it's maxed. Like, I saw that it was maxed. Oh my fucking god. I am getting murdered. I saw that it was maxed, and I'm like more than positive we didn't max it out. Because on my level 72 character, he is, I have like 2100 SMG bullets. Holy fuck. Why is this more difficult? I have the gear that I need. Instructors here. What the fuck? Okay, I'm not entirely sure what the enemy spawns are doing at this point here. Everybody's just coming in when they want to. I gotta stay out of fucking these jet loaders are on my nerves. Being slag does not help things. God damn! What do I even do, bruh? What do I even do? I don't know why I'm having such a problem with this. Every time I do it on the PS3, I never have a problem with it.
Hyperion says life is for living, death is for running.
I think it's these fucking the jet loaders that are giving me a problem. Because as I've mentioned before, and it has been very prevalent in this series, flying enemies on this port are not good. It's one thing to have to play through crappy frame rate, it's another thing to have to try and shoot something that's jittery and moving. Oh my god. Warlorders. This fucking sniper guy needs to die. Where even is he? Is he up there? Is that the same guy? I hit him? No. Instructor's still there, I forgot. Hey, brother, you need to fucking stop! You hit me once, I'm dead. I am finding it very unbelievable that none of those bullets are even touching him. Is he even... Okay. Okay. I see how it is. That warlorder had no arms. That one has all of its extremities. I gotta get rid of this fucking sniper. Dude! Let me hit you, jeez. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ, that guy. Alright. We gotta kill this constructor. Bing! Bop. Distractions. Get out. What the fuck? Well, this ain't good. Did he kill one of my turrets? No, he didn't. Just stop shooting my turret. Oh. We got him. Frames are hurting a bit, but we got him. Fucking RPG loader, please don't. Is that a hot loader? Yeah, it is. Hot loaders are pretty innocent. If you have an adaptive shield, you're pretty much set against these guys. They don't hurt you. Oh. Fuck you. Alright. This is a pain in the ass. I'm not sure why, but I don't know why this area gives me so much trouble. I mean, the guys go down easier. Definitely they go down easier from before. But, like, they also deal a shitload of damage. Okay, we made it past what I'm hoping is the hard part. Something tells me the super duper constructor. I mean, at least this part. Like, we just need to get through here so we can open that door that's behind me. After that, we can pretty much just run through the rest of it, although I don't know how smart of an idea that is. See if we survive. We got lots of iridium, though, which is good. Nice. Need pistol ammo. So we're getting blue items. The first bunker kill, at least for the story, we got the bunker SMG. So I'm relying on that as a good omen. Hopefully, I also figured out how to do the overlay thing on the screen, so you'll be able to keep track of how many runs and how many items we collect, so I will put that on once we get up there. But for now, I'm just scavenging. Don't need the sniper ammo. Okay, let's go. No targeting circles. Nope, we're good. Clean run. Shove it, guards. Even at level 61, everything is very tanky. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I'm used to having level 70. I don't know. Like level 72 stuff. It's not that much different than this, I would imagine. I mean, like damage and all that stuff is a lot higher, but I would think it's relative. Like enemies do a certain amount of damage. You can do a certain amount of damage. You have certain, you know, defenses to your name. Apparently not. Alright. Let's get through here. I mean, to be fair, you know, I also have 11 more skill points that I can use. Whereas here, I don't. And I guess that makes, like, an exponential difference. We're doing pretty good so far. It's just that super constructor that's a problem, but maybe we can laser him with the Lyuta now that we have it. We have the corrosive one and on level 1. Boom. The other one just killed himself. Alright, that works. Works for me. There we go. There's a lot of hitching. The game is hitching quite a bit, but it should be stable. It's nothing like what we have to deal with in multiplayer. Just waiting for the fucking constructor to come in. This 145% crit damage on the Lyuta's gonna be crucial. Okay. I'm moving on. I love the Slaga, but my god. You gotta get really fucking close to guys for it to be effective. There's the super dude. He has touched down. Yep. There he is. Ah. Slowly make our way. I mean, technically, I think I can just make a run for the door, and I might just do that. We don't gain anything from killing this constructor anyway. It's just, you gotta make it. Oh, fuck. Okay. RPG loaders aren't, not gonna make it very far with them. Good lord. Okay. We'll heal. And then we'll attempt a run. Just need some turrets too, because that way we can distract him at least for a half second. Why not a conference call? Alright. Oh wait, we kinda... forgot this little lip thing was here. Look over... Oh, nah. Shell cards. Did I lose my other turret? No, it's still out there somewhere. Let's run! Yeah! Mr. Bree, welcome. Move! Just got home, what's up? Not much, my friend. We are starting officially the 94 Sham farm on the Vita. We are hoping to do well. I'm just getting to the area. I said I would just do this run once, just for posterity's sake, but every other time I do one of these streams, I'm just gonna start it in the bunker fight. Nothing. Okay. Alright, let's load up here. But yeah, I am curious to see what kind of... because I've never ever farmed for a Sham on the Vita. So I'm curious to see, like, A, how long it will take, and B, if the drop rate is similar, if not the same. It should be the same, but then again, you know, the game is lacking a lot of not only content updates, but, like, quality of life improvement updates, so we'll see if that impacts anything. But I mean, the loading the area was pretty quick, relatively, you know. It's a Vita, it's pretty quick for a Vita. Are the dead zones on Switch Borderlands 2 just ass or what? Vita sensitivity feels great and snappy despite the frames. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know you can't, like, even if you mod the Vita, I'm not sure if you can change this, but, I don't know if you can change the dead zones on a Vita. I don't think you can change the dead zones on the Vita within the settings either, or, like game settings. Okay, I want Corrodo Infinity. This is a few levels under, but it should still be fine. We've got Fire Rate, which is nice. Alright. I don't know. I find the controls are a little more responsive, I guess is the word, if I'm using the Vita as handheld, compared to this with the controller. Alright, bunker spawn in. 63 bunker. So yeah, my strategy when I do this is I just wait, because he, like, flies around for a little bit, and then he'll either go over there, or over here. Just going over here first. Loud! Okay, he's floating around, so I put my turret over here just to deter him. And then this is a Herald run, it looks like. But it looks like it's going relatively the same as when I usually do it. Just don't have a depot, but whatever. And this way, especially with the bee shield, the farm does not take that long. And there you go. He's already dead. It's no bore, but, you know, with Axton it's fine. And then you run up here. He's gonna fly around, do whatever phase he needs to. And then, once he comes back up, we just tap him once, and then we get our 94 Sham first try. Here he is. Bam. Farm boss. Next time you get a chance, just try it. Borderlands 2 on Switch feels like it's being game streamed, and it sucks. I know it's not, but it's hard to play because you have to throw the stick super far. Can you change the dead zones on the Switch? Like in the setting, like actual settings? What do we get? No, okay, yeah, we gotta collect items and money and stuff real quick. Because the Vita does not hold items out on the floor too long. Lower rarities start to go first, but... no. No Sham on this run. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. I have stuff. I gotta edit the run thing, but... oop. There we go. That was run 1. It's kind of hard to see those texts, but it's fine. I'll change the colors next time. Borderlands 2 gameplay and Switch, Mr. Honest Liar, welcome, is better than PS Vita, but it only has few challenges for badass rank and Switch, then PS Vita has no in-game trophy. You can't, unfortunately. It's fine with most games. The Borderlands ports on the Switch kind of suck. I have the Borderlands ports. Like, I have all of them. I have 1, 2 pre-sequel, and then 3. But I mean, 3 is its own thing, but I don't know. I never noticed, at least from what I remember, I never noticed a problem with it. I mean, here, let's check. Control sensitivity. Scale back touch. What the hell's that? Motion sensors, sure. Adjust the H size of the back. Oh. Yeah, there's no dead zone area in the game itself on the Vita. I'm wondering if maybe because on the Vita the joysticks are so much smaller, like you don't have to push them as hard to actually register an input, maybe? I like the Switch has all the content and it is portable. Yeah, the Switch version's kind of what the Vita version wanted to be. But, you know, it was a little before, or it was a little ahead of its time, and Borderlands 2 was just a tad too demanding for it to... Like, they would have added the Hammerlock DLC and all that, it's just that the Vita didn't have enough RAM, or the RAM wasn't fast enough, I can't remember what they said, but it was the reason why they didn't add those, and instead just added them to the PS3. It's similar with the Fight for Sanctuary DLC. PS3 360 just didn't have enough RAM for it, whereas the Handsome Collection stuff did. Like I said, Vita feels great. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what could be done there other than just playing with the sensitivity. But like you said, like adjusting sensitivity doesn't change or doesn't fix floaty controls, right? I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh fuck. An exploder oh no, you're not an oh no, you are. Goodbye, sir. Alright, I wish the Vita community could find a way to put all the DLC on the Vita. I wish for some reason. This is such a loud boss fight, I apologize. Alright, we got another Herald run, it would seem. Let me try the confidence spell, I just want to see. Okay, yeah, no, that's not a viable way of killing him. Herald all day. And I mean, it's a relatively fast boss fight considering what you can get out of him. Huh. If you do get the 94 Sham. I mean, the Vita community has done a lot of things, right? Like, they've, might turn the capture card audio down a touch. They managed to port GTA San Andreas and GTA 3 onto the Vita, which is pretty cool. They do that using the Android ports of the game. So, I mean, unfortunately, there was no Android version of Borderlands 2, otherwise maybe there is a possibility that they could have done that. What the fuck? It's a jet loader. Oh, that audio's so delayed. Anything? Ugh. Okay, half the stuff didn't shoot out, but I mean, that's just money, so that's okay. Yeah, fuck off. Get away! Yeah, if we do get a Sham, it'll be in the middle somewhere. Mr. Marine Stranger, welcome, my friend. How are we tonight? If we do get a Sham, it'll land somewhere in here. Also, we could get the customizations, so I gotta keep in the back of my mind the stuff. Mr. Demo, welcome, my friend. Everybody's coming in now, it would seem. Vita's post-conference call nerf, yeah. Yes, it is, unfortunately. There was, but it didn't have all the content. It was on the NVIDIA Shield. Oh, really? Was it a stream? Was it a streaming, or was it, like, actually natively running on the Shield? Alright. Okay. Alright, beauty. Nothing, nothing. We could get pearls. There is a chance of getting pearls out of bunker, but okay. Let me update. Bam. Two runs. I gotta remember to change that. I know I'm not gonna remember, but I have to. NVIDIA native Android port. Damn. But I mean, like you said, if it didn't get all the content, then, you know, what's... The Vita's probably a more feature-complete version than if that's the case. But I mean, theoretically, it's possible to port that to a Vita. Happy 101st birthday of the Caesar salad. Really? It's only 101 years old? I felt like it would have been older than that. I mean, happy birthday. Oh, I should also look at the placement, because I used the PS3 version to kind of line up the text stuff I have going on right now, so that they weren't in the way of the map. But it looks okay. It's hard to force install on modern Android too. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what kind of architecture the NVIDIA Shield used. Like, I mean, I imagine it's like, you know, similar to whatever mobile Android phones still use. I don't know. That would be cool though, like, because there technically is no native version of Borderlands on a phone. Like, your only bets are streaming it, right? Streaming the PlayStation or streaming it from Game Pass. You can't natively run it off the phone, which is a little bizarre. Oh, I said I was going to turn my audio down a smidge for the capture card. Go there. Alright, Boomcare, where are you? Where are you going? Just gotta latch to either side and then we can swoop in for the kill. This is my method of doing it. I know there's probably way better methods of doing it, but whatever. Seems to like this side for some reason. It's not doing the other ways that it usually does when I do this on the PS3. That's okay. This is fine. This is a relatively fast kill, too. You broke my big shield! Now you have to die! Bam, gone. Because, I mean, Borderlands 2 runs on a Vita, so I have no doubt that any modern phone could run the game. I mean, maybe you don't want to run it at, like, max settings, but whatever, but you could run it just fine. Don't get it, bro. Sit down, sir. Love how the little domey things don't pop up on this version. It's just kind of like a little red shroud that comes up. Mobile Android is super advanced. I can run the PC version of Borderlands 2 on my phone, but it takes around 5 to 10 minutes in the initial boot. Kind of kills the pick up and play idea, and that's because of the stupid internet check. Really? That's the internet check that lags that out? I would have thought it would have been like, just like shader caching or something initially. Because that's usually whenever you run an emulator, okay, there's a lot, like, not a lot of item spread going on, and I'm a little worried that the Sham's gonna get stuck somewhere. We just need to see one, and then I'll kind of know, okay, where does it usually land. Because, yeah, he doesn't seem to shoot out items that far on this version, whereas the PS3, yeah, it's an easy, she shoots them all the way out. I don't need that. Swoop. Man, bro. Nothing. Nothing. You up there, Sham? If it was up there, we'd have to grenade jump, but alright. Nothing. Her would be cool too, but whatever. Wasn't there an iOS port of BioShock a while ago? There might have been. I know back in the, like, early to mid 2010s, a lot of mobile developers wanted to port games. Like, I mean, it was more the PS3 360 generation of games that were getting ported. But, like, they were getting ported to iOS and Android, and I think there was a mobile version. I seem to remember watching an Austin Evans video of, he was comparing the iPhone 6, like, gaming on an iPhone 6 compared to, like, consoles. And I think BioShock was one of them. I don't know if there was. I totally forgot that existed. Yeah, there was that, and Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga still exists as a iOS version. They updated it to support the Backbone controller, so you can just play it like you would a portable version with a controller. What else? I think I had it on iPod Touch 3rd gen, brother. Tell me this, Mr. Bree, then. Would it be easier, because I saw that a PS3 emulator kind of made its way to the Android side of things. Would it be easier on your phone to run the PS3 version of Borderlands 2 or the PC version? I don't know. What do we wait for? I'm just gonna... Oh, never mind. You're ruining the thing I was doing. Just keep my ammo topped up. I want him to, like, do the one phase so I can just laser him with the infinity pistol. He hasn't gone over here yet. He's kind of just gone over here and done the exact same thing every time. He's still flying around. But I mean, all things considered, apart from when he shoots all the items out, and that might... The frame rate might be why half of that's not being shot out. It doesn't run terribly here compared to the rest of the areas. PC version for sure. The cell architecture of the PS3 is hard to emulate. Yeah, I know that. I only ask because my MacBook, I have a MacBook Pro 2020, it was the M1, 16 gigs of RAM. I have a PS3 emulator on it. And it, like, runs pretty well. Like, it can run Borderlands 2 at the locked 30 frames that the PS3 version would have been running. Alright, he's doing the one thing. I can laser him with the Infinity. He looks down. Let's see what kind of damage we're getting. That's not terrible. It saves on ammo doing it this way. It's not the 8 million damage that the level 72 Infinity Pistol can do, but there you go, boss. Not sure if the RPCS3 has an Android port yet. Might be worth checking out, though. I don't know. I don't know. I've never tried it before, so there is that possibility that it might run. At least the shader caching part, right? Like, because I don't know if it's the internet check per se that's just lagging your game out, or if it's the fact that it's just caching shaders. I don't know. But usually once you do that once, then it, you don't need to really wait for that to happen again. Unless you, like, reinstall the program, or the emulator. He's taking extra long to show himself. There we go. I always wait for his gun down here to, like, charge up once and then I shoot him. I don't know if it's just superstition or what, but... Alright. I gotta, like... The Sham's usually one of the last things he shoots out. Okay. Alright, nothing there. Do we get the customization? No. Damn.
Now that's amazing.
No, it's not. Sham's amazing. We didn't get it again. I just need to see one. Just to know it's real. Stupid spiker guns. I mean, at the very least, at least we're getting iridium. So we can slowly but surely start leveling up our SDUs. But so far, we have got nothing. I don't think I put... Yeah, I didn't put anywhere on the screen for the customization stuff, but realistically, I don't really care if I keep count of that or not. Ooh, that's all the items. ADSing seems to help because everything around is no longer rendered. Just do one more check. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nothing. Alright. 4 runs. No Sham. Alright. Okay, we'll probably just do the regular, like, 2.5 hour streams, just to see. Like, I think 2.5 hour chunks of trying to get a Sham, or 94 Sham is probably enough time. I don't know. Man. As soon as I see one. As soon as I see one, will be good, but... There's a half moon out tonight. Does that mean anything? I don't know. Should have left the color scheme for the text as the red and then the white hue. A little easier to see. This area walking up looks a little atrocious compared to the PS3 version. Like, I can definitely tell, because I've been in this area a lot on that version, so it's kind of burned into my brain. The floor texture, I don't know, it's like, these line parts are more prominent on this version, and the lighting, like, if you want baked lighting, this is as baked as it gets. It's not even trying to be dynamic or anything. Well, you need a Sham if you already have a B. We're attempting to acquire the 94% Sham shield, which is insanely rare, and I'm convinced nobody has ever gotten one on the Vita before. So that's why we're doing it, just to see if we can be the first. Beauty. So satisfying. Like, I'm not getting the Sham to actually use, I'm just getting it to say that we got it. I don't know. I've never got a Sham, like just a regular Sham on the Vita, and most certainly never gotten the 94 one, but... And we're pretty positive it's in this version. I shouldn't have reloaded! It'll be level 61, so, you know, not max level in terms of the Borderlands world. Oh, man. I hate that stuff goes up there. I'm so worried it's gonna, like, spawn up there and then just get stuck. Because, again, it's one of the last things he drops, if he does drop it. Oh, I thought that was it. Okay. We haven't gotten any of his drops so far, at least after the story. I don't know if it's the same as, like, oh, you know, when you kill the warrior during the story, he has, like, a significantly higher drop chance for the conference call. I don't know if it's the same with Bunker, like, you have a much higher chance to get any one of his drops from a story kill. Not sure. On the PS3, I got a pearl out of here once. But only once. Nothing, 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 nothing. Let's do it again! The joys of farming in Borderlands. I don't know, usually when I do this kind of thing, I just load up Mr. Nightmare. Plug in my headphones to my phone, just... I mean, I've watched all of his videos by this point, so there's not really... Sometimes, like, he'll post new ones, and those are usually... I usually wait a couple weeks just so I have, like, a bunch of new ones to listen to at the same time. But, you know, just load up a whole bunch of those. Find the 1-hour compilations of them. And, yeah, you can just... You lose track of time pretty easily doing that, but it makes farming go way faster, especially if it's something that you can just do almost unconsciously at this point. The good thing, though, is that because of the... I got some in my eye. Because of the way that we're doing this farm, or I mean, this is just the way that you do it, we don't risk crashing the game at all. Because this area is so small, and we're not even in it for that long before we save quit, that it really shouldn't crash on the Vita. So, goody goody. I don't like you! Goodbye. Fire rate. What run do we think we'll get our first Sham? What run do we think it is? Alright, let's get the fire rate. Oh, shred him. Damn. I could kill his other turret, but I risked him flying away. And then it just ruins it. Kill one turret, get the kill skill, get the extra fire rate, and then you're good. Bob's your uncle. This goddamn boss fight music burned into my brain, too. Oh. Let's try killing him with the conference call. Maybe that's the, maybe that's what we need to do. Get a Sham drop, or just get any drop. Bang! Yeah, that time the sounds, Yes, see this? That's not what I need. Okay, nothing. I don't think. Because, yeah, usually it falls in the middle somewhere. I'm guessing it'll fall into this pile somewhere. Just because everything seems to collect there. But, like, if it's the last thing and he's not shooting it, then I'm afraid. Okay. Maybe we also get a better health relic here. Well, I don't know. Has anybody ever obtained a Sham not from Bunker? Like, from the loot midgets or something? Nothing there, nothing there. Okay. This is the grind. Run 6. This is why we do this. Might need to move that text over once we get into the thousands of runs, because I'm sure we will. It's not a laborious boss fight, but man, it's defeating when you don't get anything for him. And unfortunately, I saw something regarding Borderlands 4 and drop rates. Because there are dedicated farms in that game, so yay. But I think it was Jolts was talking about this, and he used the example of Bunker. When farming in Borderlands 2, there's like a 1 in 10 or something, 1 in 25 for him to drop the Sham. But he's got like 3 items in his loot pool, so it's actually like a way, way, way lower chance to get something. In Borderlands 4, they fixed that, so no matter what, it's a 1 in, let's say, 10 chance, for example. It's a 1 in 10 chance to get an item, and they're all, like, independent of each other, so let's say Bunker's 3 items or whatever. The customization, the Bunker SMG, and the Sham. Those drop chances are all independent of each other, so you can get both drop chances, or all 3 drop chances at once, technically. Because they're all each individually a 1 in 10, which is nice. I mean, I like grinding in Borderlands 2 for the farming stuff, because it makes that moment that you get that item that much, like, more rewarding, I think. But it's just for some items, you almost think they're not in the game. Oh my, just gave him a fucking haircut. Brick, go away, go retire. Yeah, that's right where he's fucking shooting shit, no thanks. Alright, here we go. It's like doing the skill crane. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you'll get it. You're doing all the things right and maybe you'll get it. And then maybe you won't. I've always wondered if, you know, at arcades, speaking of skill crane, like, you know those Keymaster games or whatever that, like, you can win a 3DS or something, like it's hanging on the shelf, or it's hanging on the hook. It's been in there for like 10 years. I often wondered, like, could you just go to the front desk and ask, hey, can I just buy this off of you, like, for 200 bucks or 150 bucks, can I just buy this? Because I think in, don't kill me! That Bunker doesn't count. He doesn't count as a kill if you kill him up there, so you can't revive yourself. The one arcade in Niagara, like the big arcade. The big arcade, I'm pretty sure, had the Keymaster game. And it had like a Vita in it, like a 3G Vita. And I'm like, and I mean, the box is so faded because it's been there forever, but I'm just almost wondering, like, can I just go up and buy it for whatever? It'll probably be cheaper than trying to find an in-box version of one out in the wild anyway. Nothing. You're no Sham. You're a fraud. Not even a pearl. You look like a pearl, you're not. You're just fooling me with colors. I don't know. I wish there was sources online that, like, somebody found one, because then at least you'd kind of know, okay, is there a chance for it to get stuck up there kind of thing? But there's just not. There's just no evidence of this ever happening, so we're on our own. Got 0 SMGs. I'm not counting the story kill SMG as one we've collected, since it's for this specific run only. Or this specific round of attempts. Yeah, doing this on PC is so much faster, especially if you have a, you know, competent SSD. No loading screen. You're in, you walk up, you probably bore them because 0. So most people farm for the Sham anyway, just get 0, bore them, pray it doesn't crash your game, and then Bob's your uncle. But I actually have an uncle named Bob, so how do you like that? Alright. I gotta come into these streams with like a list of topics to talk about, because it's just doing the same thing over and over and over again, and I don't know what to talk about half the time. At least when we play the story, and at least when we have Mr. Honest Liar with us, you know, it sparks conversation, things change, things happen. Whereas this, it's just the same thing over and over. Yeah, good luck reading that. You can barely read this on the PS3 version, it's barely clear enough. Can't go back down here. Kind of sucks, you know, they made that whole control core area just for you to only ever see it once during the story. Just gotta wait for him. Is he coming to this side? Yes, he is. Looks like we get to use the Infinity Pistol. Greetings. There we go. Beautiful. We could technically do this, like, slightly faster if we had an on-level Infinity. Which, I think I'll just keep the farming to offline, because especially if you're loading, if you're trying to get a Herald, right, like you're going 3 horns. It takes a little while to load on this version. If you're just sitting there and farming, you do notice the load times. And I would say, oh, you know, just transfer the game to a PS3 or PS4 to do it. Problem is that you'll start leveling up on those versions. You'll start leveling up, and then once you do that, you can't transfer it back properly. If I try going on this side, maybe that'll change things. Get a nice shot of the moonshot cannon. Yeah, the audio's so delayed for his death. No. Man. Forget you. Mr. Jim, welcome, my friend. How are we? I mean, at least we're getting money. It'll take a while, but technically if we just keep doing this, we'll get max money. We'll definitely get all of our iridium. I'll definitely try and make sure to remember to stop by at Sanctuary when I'm doing other farms, so I can spend this. Because I'm definitely not just going to leave this area to go there. And do that, okay. Do you think the bunker could fit into the square hole? Could fit into a square hole? What's the square hole? What square hole are you talking about? Maybe? I don't know. Make sure I'm not ignoring anybody on TikTok. There we go. Shotguns work wonders when disposing of racks. I think any gun works as long as you hit the thing you're shooting at. But sure. Okay. I think by the time we eventually do get the 94 Sham, we'll have seen every single Borderlands gun on this loading screen. I just think that's a possibility. I know there's bajillions of guns. You haven't seen the meme, have you? Probably not. Maybe somebody sent it in the Discord, I don't know. I added a meme channel to that, and I'm still debating on whether or not it was a mistake. But no, I've personally not seen the meme. I very rarely get Borderlands memes on my Instagram. If I see them, it's usually either in the Discord or it's on Reddit. Because I follow the Borderlands communities. I'll give anybody $1,000 if you can tell me what this says. Don't be shy. It's like the eye doctor. Better with lens number 1? Or lens number 2? And you say lens number 2. And they're like, okay, better with 2, which now looks like this. Or hey! Who shot me? We're supposed to be safe down here. Oh. Sir, get away. Imagine that dude running shit. Hang on a second. Where is he? Show yourself. What? What are you doing up there? Okay, I'm gonna kill the turret. We're gonna get some fire rate. And then let's mow him down. Look at the damage. Look at the carnage. Dead boss fight. Finn. It's a meme where a guy puts shape blocks into a square hole, you know that? Oh, yeah, yeah. So I think Bunker could fit in the square hole. I think he would probably just blow the hole open more if he didn't fit, and then there you go. Maybe he could. He's not really a square, he's more like a hexagon. Wow, did the buzzards actually kill somebody over here? Alright, put the money in the bag. Put it in. Hey man, why is that gun facing, oh, there we go. I just... I'm almost convinced. Like, until we see one, I'm almost convinced that the shield can get stuck inside of him. Because he does not have a lot of propellage with how he shoots other items. Hexagon is square enough. Yeah, really. Pretty much, right? Money. Nothing, eh? Just need to see it once, otherwise I'm crazy. It's like I can't get up there to check. Like, it would be probably... Well, it would be with this money. Because this is, like, the final stuff that he shoots. And there's, like, a piece of something stuck in there, too. But that's also money. No legendary beams. The bunker SMG that we got originally flew out here, but... Run 8. I think he dropped you an E-Tech. He did. He dropped me a dart. I hate darts. They're so... A lot of the E-Tech guns suck in this game, which is unfortunate because they look really cool and they sound really cool. It's just they don't damage really cool. Same with pearls. They have really cool effects, but they're useless. Like, gun becomes useless when gun no damage. So, yeah, I don't know. I tried, like, when I was new to Borderlands 2, like, I tried the dart guns, and it took me a little while to figure out what they were, because, you know, they don't do damage on impact. Some of them, you just shoot them at the ground, and then you, like, lure enemies in, and then it explodes, or they have, like, a homing capability, where the bullets will track the enemy and then stick to them and explode. I don't think you can get critical damage with an E-Tech, though. Or a dart gun, specifically. And I could just sell them, but I don't really want to go through the whole process of picking it up and then remembering to sell it in the vending machine afterwards. Yeah, that's the case with the Unforgiven. Was the Unforgiven a pistol? Amorphous. Nice, fast spawn. That's what we love to see. It's a herald spawn. Let's kill him! We're gonna be pros at this boss fight by the end of this. I like it better on the right side if he's doing this, because he's got more surface area to hit. Alright, we got him. Revolver. Ah. What? What's that blue beam for? I don't remember that light being there. Somebody remind me again what the chances of getting a 94 Sham are, like the numbers. What are the odds? Ow. Let's kill him with the Herald. We haven't killed him with a Herald yet. Watch this. Strafing kill! He just blew up a buzzard. Ran right into him. Jacob's pistols or revolvers exclusively. Yeah, because then they had a revolver class in Borderlands 1. Like, it was a different type of weapon. And then there was... What if I ADS while he's doing that? Does that improve the frame rate at all? No. I'm not seeing a Sham. They should have called it the Shame, because it's such a fucking shame that it never drops. The items aren't even spawning in anymore! At least it's good money, I suppose. Rocket launcher. Where are you? Class mod I can't use. Whoa. I'd even be just glad to get like a pearl out of here just to say we got something. Nothing, not a zip, nilch, or zilch. Alright. 9. Because, like, whatever the chances are, we should be able to do the math, like, gauge, okay, we've done how many runs versus how many shams we have. I thought it was like a 1 in 10, so we're on run... That was run 9. Or we're on run 9, I don't know. One of the two. If it's a 1 in 10, then mathematically speaking, we should get one on this next run. Doesn't need to be a 94, it just needs to be a Sham, or anything. I want to sit here for 2.5 hours and then literally get nothing, because that would actually be sad. Customer service TM join the TikTok. Dude has the little trademark thing. What are the odds? Alright, let's do it again. I'm gonna be able to do this boss fight with my eyes closed by the end of it. Nice. Can't even see... The Vita's anti-aliasing is so garbo that it looks like Bunker could be level 83. Getting a long spawn, that's fine. I don't know, I could walk all the way up there and do whatever, but I just find that this... What the fuck was that? Why is everything so loud all of a sudden? Get the fire rate! Shred him! I missed! Oh, I messed it up! No, I kinda did. Who hit me? Who hit me? Okay, we got more fire rate. Infinity. Finish him! Man, I'm losing it already.
My boys got supplies for you. Look for the buzzard with the white beacon.
No.
Help is coming on the center platform.
What? Oh. Damn. Now keep in mind, in 1, the Unforgiven was a legendary, and it was the best revolver in the game. Was the Unforgiven the one that well, we're dead. Unless I can kill one of the, auto cannons! Haha! Was the Unforgiven the revolver that regen revolver ammo? Or was it one of them? I don't know, because I thought I got one when I did my first ever playthrough of Borderlands 1. That's just money, I think, right there. I have to get a little closer. Yeah. God damn. Damn! We just getting the short end of the stick here? No. Oh, okay. I don't know what revolver I had then. I got one that, regen something. What the fuck happened here? Shotgunception. Purple. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I wonder if, like, leaving the area and coming back increases your chances of getting the Sham. I would do that, but my problem with that on the Vita is if I were to leave this area, like, just go out to the door, leave, get back to 1,000 cuts. If it ever crashed out in 1,000 cuts, like, just at that door, I'd have to run through the whole thing again, and I'm not doing that. Not on the Vita. So this is our alternative. Plus, I think it takes less time to load the main menu and then load back into the bunker fight, compared to loading into 1,000 cuts and then loading back into the bunker fight. Alright, round 10. Math, come on! Like, I'm pretty sure the Sham exists in the Vita version. Was the Sham in the game and originally? Like, did it launch with the Sham, or was that added after an update of some kind? Like in the Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 2. Because if it was, and I'm like 400 runs in, that would be really sad. And it was a Tediore legendary. Ah, I see. Alright. Run 10, lucky number 10. Maybe. I think The game runs well when you're just like running up the stairs, and then as soon as you trigger the health bar, shit hits the fan. Find Horus in the dust. Does it matter what mission I have equipped? Is that gonna change things? I don't know, like, as soon as you stop getting things, like, as soon as you stop getting the drop, I just start defaulting, like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Like, anything and everything can be done differently to get this goddamn gun. TDR can suck, to be honest. Or TDR can suck it, to be honest. You not a fan of TDR, my friend? Missing a lot of my shots. Okay. How long did it take K6 to get his sham? I watched that video of him getting it for the first time. How many tries was that? Uh-oh. Ka-chow. Just drop one. I just need to know if it's possible. Just drop one! One! Man! Mr. Jim, you want to do me a solid and just Google real quick if the sham was a launch item in Borderlands 2? Or if it was added in some update, and if so, what update? This is me heavily in denial at this point, even though we've only done this 10 times. But, like, I just want to see one sham. There's so little documented on the Vita version other than it's a pile of crap. So, like, this kind of stuff just doesn't exist, but we can do some reverse engineering on the research. And just see, okay, what updates added what. And what items were already in the game. Run 11! No, because their whole thing is guns on a budget. They're dirt cheap and not too reliable. Well, I mean, they're dirt cheap. You're getting what you're paying for, I suppose. I never really buy guns in Borderlands. Like, I usually, whatever I want or whatever I use, I just find. Just pick it up off the ground. Or it's like a mission reward or something. Does this say anything about Sham Shield? Iron Galaxy Studios, did you guys leave the Sham out of this version? I don't know. I really don't know. We haven't gotten customization. We haven't gotten anything. Like, I don't have a slot for that on my screen, but, like, nothing. We got one bunker SMG. It's in here somewhere. There it is. We got that, but that was a story kill, so that doesn't count. I'm just gonna, family is everything. The Dom mission. I'm gonna switch the mission. I'm in heavy denial. The Bane. Let's just do this one. Really? I never actually fucking listened to the mission. Je ne sais quoi. It's missing a sham shield, Mr. Hammerlock. Is saying it is in the game. Well, I mean, I know it's in the game. I just, like, Was it added on launch? Was it added afterwards? Is this game worth getting for my Vita? I gotta know. I mean, I think the most important thing to remember when watching this version is the age-old saying, never judge a book by its cover, because, yeah. Here's the thing. If you like Borderlands 2, and you don't mind the game not running at like 60 frames, 4K or whatever, right? And you just want like a niche, charming quote-unquote version of the game, then yes, I do think it is. If you want a portable Borderlands 2 experience with no bugs, get a Switch. This was my very first version of Borderlands 2. I played it on the Vita way back when, and I loved it, but then again, I didn't know what else was out there. Also, welcome, Mr. Metal Pedal. I got an 85% Sham in the PS Vita farm, but I don't know if the 94% also exists. Drop rate is 3%. It's not saying it was at launch or after. I can't find anything. Mr. Honest Liar said he found one, so I trust that. When you found yours, Mr. Honest Liar, did it drop, like, up here or something, or did it actually shoot out where it's supposed to? Because I'm noticing that he's not firing items all the way out as far as he could be. And the Sham is usually one of the final items to drop, or anything for that matter, in his loot pool. I don't know. It's not saying it was in at launch or after. I can't find anything. Looks like it runs better than it did on my old computer with a GTX 760. Oh lord, woof. We're in a very unique case. This is a small area of the game. No! Pearls, no! This is a very small area of the game. I'm just gonna tell you right now, very unstable. Like, the game crashes a lot. But if you can get past that, then, you know, then that's fine. But, yeah. I mean, I don't mind this version. Like, honestly, if you got an OLED Vita, it's a great experience. It's not the best way to play it by far, but it's charming. It's quirky. I think I tried running this on my 2009 white MacBook. I think it ran it. I think it met the minimum requirement. Had a Core 2 Duo. I put 8 gigs of RAM in it, so that was like the max that had. Or that could handle. Had a GeForce 9400M graphics or something. Like, I had dedicated graphics, but 256 megabytes of it. So yeah, that met the minimum requirement. But yeah, I have the physical version of the game. That's what we're using. We're using a PS TV, so I'm allowed to use a PS4 controller with it. Or a PS3 controller, if I so choose. But, if you are going to get it on your Vita... Also, RAM. If you're going to get it on your Vita, I recommend downloading it. A, because it's cheaper than finding it physically, and B, you're guaranteed to get all the DLC that came with this version. It just comes as a package on the PlayStation Store. Like, you get the Torg, you get the Oasis DLCs, you get Krieg and Gage, you get whatever cosmetic DLCs they added, you get the Ultimate Vault Hunter thing, Pack 1 with it. So you get that all included in the price. If you get it physically, you have to pray to God that the DLC code was not used, and get it that way. Otherwise, you just have whatever's on the cartridge. You don't get the Ultimate Vault Hunter upgrade pack or anything, and you can't purchase those DLCs separately like you can on a PS3 or a PS4. So you're pretty much just gonna have to buy the game anyway. Best way to play Borderlands 2 portably is either on the Steam Deck or the Switch. Yeah, I agree. I have my Legion Go thing that I bought not too long ago, and I bought it on there. It's got 165Hz screen and 1600p resolution max, so loading Borderlands 2 up on that thing is pretty nice. Doesn't have NVIDIA PhysX, which is kind of a little disappointing, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, I got that Gen 1 Vita, same. I got my OLED Vita. I love those Vita game cards, because they feel like they're fake, they're thinner than chips. Can't believe they got the DLC on this version. Oh yeah. Next time we do a Borderlands 2 Vita stream, we're going to start the DLCs. I think we're doing the Oasis DLC first. This sucks. Got no customization, no nothing, bro. I'm gonna, like, close the game and relaunch it just to see if that changes up his drop pattern. Maybe? I might be falling into delusion, perchance. Is this money? Yeah. But can it run Doom? I bet you it can. Somebody's modded it on here. Yeah, there's nothing. ADSing really helps the frame rate. Nothing. Zilch. I'm gonna be so sad if I see one just sitting up here, because I don't think I can really get that from there. Okay. Save quit, and then I'll reload the game. I think I had, oh no, my Vita's in my backpack. But yeah, I love my Vita. It's so cool. I love playing, like, Uncharted Golden Abyss. I have that one physically, too. I have my little collection of physical Vita games down there. Okay. Let's restart the game, just because I'm paranoid. Alright, we're on run 13. Lucky number 13. What do I got down there? I got Wipeout, I got Freedom Wars, I got Tokyo Xanadu, which was fun. Uncharted Soul Sacrifice. The Amazing Spider-Man, which was one expensive game. Assassin's Creed Ninjago something, Lego. I have Ninja Gaiden for it too. And then I have some digital games as well. Like, I got Killzone digitally. Resistance, I got that one physically. I got the COD physically. PlayStation All-Stars, I got that one physically. Imagine if Skyrim had gotten a Vita port. That game barely ran on the PS3. You think it would run on a PS Vita? You know what we have to do? Let's say we do get the 94 Sham on the Vita. Let's just say, by some pure stroke of luck, we get it on the Vita. You know what we need to do after? And you know what? I guarantee nobody has ever gotten a 94 Sham on this version of the game that's still readily available and not for the NVIDIA Shield or the Stadia or something like that. The PS4 VR version. I guarantee you nobody has ever gotten the 94 Sham on that thing. I have that version, and eventually I want to play it again. I think if I do, and I continue to stream it, I will probably just have to stick with the PS4 streaming, because my capture card does not like things that move fast. It does not like, or not my capture card, my computer. If I want to keep it at the processing level that I like, it does not like when things are going 60 frames or faster, or if there's a lot of visual pollution going on at 60 frames. And the PSVR runs at 90 frames, so I know it's pushing it back to run at 60 on TV, but still, it's just a recipe for disaster. I bring that up, though, because Skyrim also got a VR port on the PS4. I don't have that, but that would be a pretty cool thing to try out at some point. Slowly been amassing portable consoles in order to slack off at work more efficiently. Good man, isn't that why we all do it? So many times I've brought my PSP or my PS Vita, more recently my Legion Go to work just to play. I mean, it's easier with a PSP and a PS Vita because that was back when portable consoles were meant to be, you know, portable and pocketable, not this huge honking thing that's like 9 inches that good luck trying to hide that thing quickly. But you know, it's fun. Alright, let's get fire rate here. Shred 'em! That's so satisfying. I love that skill set for Axton. The increased fire rate. Todd Howard would have found a way. Okay. Conference call, my beloved. Yeah, we got a conference call right here. It's not really going to be useful against Bunker. Maybe if we hit him in the crit spot, but like, you know. But yeah. Love my Vita. You know what the cool thing is? And this was only on some games, but Minecraft was one of them. Is that, you know, you could put your own music on the Vita, like you just could back with portables back in that time. You could put your own music on there, and for some games, like Minecraft, you know, you could play your music while playing some games, and with Minecraft is concerned is that it would actually mute the in-game music, keep all the other sounds prevalent though, and so you could just hear your music in the background. It was a really cool thing, really cool implementation. Give me a Sham, dude. What's 3% in terms of runs per Sham? That's how I'm measuring things now. Because this is hurting my soul. We got a customization. It's a sign! It's a sign! I restarted the game! Okay, so that's probably where it's gonna land if it drops. It's gonna land, like, around... Where have I picked it up? Like, around here somewhere. We got something. Unfortunately, the customization is just the one thing I don't have on my computer to keep track of, but we got something. Finally, progress. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. You can still hide a 9-inch portable console, just not in a spot you would think to use. Yeah, really. I just have to get a Stranger and Stranger consoles. Nobody ready for me to roll up to work with the Wonder Swan. The Wonder Swan. You gotta get that NVIDIA N-Gauge. Like, why are you disassembling it? No, I'm just changing the game cartridge, because you had to take the back off, take the battery out, then you could put the cartridge in. Fucking weird. Weird time for consoles. And yeah, I agree, the Switch is not a portable console. If it don't fit in your pocket, then it's not portable. I mean, there's a difference. There's portable, which I think the Switch is. Pocketable, no. That's what I think we've lost in terms of portable gaming, is that portable gaming used to be portable and pocketable. Now it's just portable, and even then it's like, it's stretching that. But, you know, I don't know. I keep seeing rumors of Sony's gonna make a companion... Unlock the customization. A companion console to the PS6 that's a portable item, and like, again, I'll believe it when I see it, but you know, is it gonna be actual portable? Because Sony could make, back in the day, they could make a really good portable console. I love the form factor of the PSP and the PS Vita. I know the original PS Vita was a little clunky, or a little chunky, but, you know, I still love it. It's still a great, like, ergonomic feel. They did really well with the joysticks, even though they didn't, like, push in or anything, right? But I'm just worried that they might fall victim to what most people these days are doing with making portable consoles, and it seems to be like, if the thing isn't 7 or 8 inches, then you failed as a designer, kind of thing. And, I mean, I like big screen, and I like big resolution for screen, but I also like my Vita. I don't care that it's just a 5-inch screen, or 4.5-inch screen, whatever it was. Like, I still love that. Referring to the good old prison wallet. Ah. Good day, sir. Also, you love how the conference call just doesn't show any of the bullets going horizontally. It's just bullet cluster. Hey man, I killed you. I think you can get an N-Gauge for like 200 bucks for an N-Gauge still? That's fucked. You have to go get your own carrying case just for it. So it's like, yeah, I know. I mean, I have a carrying case for my Vita. Did we get another customization? Huh? Forgot to change on run 14, or this is run 14. I'll just, yeah. 2 customizations in a row. I have had that happen on the PS3 when I've been doing this.
Well, hello there, Loot.
Where I got 2 in a row, and it was like 2 of the same. It was 2 of the,
Would you look at that?
I'm trying to. It was 2 of the, gauge ones. Okay, I got... Okay, that's the... I didn't actually look at the... I didn't look at the one that I got the first time, so I don't remember what it was. I don't know if it was the digitized death or not, but like... 2 customizations in a row, that's not bad. Okay. Yeah, the Vita's a nice feeling console, other than the back touchscreen. I just want that shit. I want that shit easily portable. The back touchscreen can be a little annoying depending on the game you're playing. They fixed it a little more with the Vita Slim. The little pads on the back where you could like rest your fingers were way more generous. But even like a game like this, I just figured out looking into the settings. You can change, I don't know what you call it, dead zone of the back touchpad area here. So like you can really reduce the area of effect, I suppose, which is cool. I never thought any game had that had that accessibility installed. Run 15. We don't have controller dead zones, but we have back touchpad dead zones. Damn, it is 1:10 already. Where has the time gone? Alright. 2 customizations in a row. If we get a 3rd one in a row, I'm buying a lottery ticket. Gravity Rush does not use it well. Yeah, I've never played Gravity Rush. I want to. It's like one of those very few big name Vita games that like you just have to collect. Problem is that like I swear to God, Vita games, they're just legitimately so hard to find. You go to any old game store, they either have very little or none. Thrift stores are basically none. I went to this antique place. Oh, it's like half an hour away. And, you know, there's different vendors that have gaming stuff and whatever, and I know it's not like, what do you call it? Antique, but like, you know, there's gaming stuff from each era and no Vita games. It's insane. But I mean, Gravity Rush was a ambitious title, I would say, trying to use all the stuff that the Vita had to offer. Same with Uncharted. I think Uncharted, apart from dragging your finger across the screen to make Nathan Drake climb, is one of the better implementations of all the wacky features that the Vita had to offer. Tearaway was also one of those. But, like, I just love in Uncharted how you can zoom your sniper rifle scope in and out with the back touchpad, or that one mission where you have to use light to... Nah, we didn't get it. Illuminate a map, so, like, you have to hold your Vita up to an actual light, and then it shines. Like, that's the coolest thing ever. I wish more games did stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure Uncharted was the only one. What do we think? We think we hit the max iridium cap before we find one Sham. Max iridium's 500, so... Or what do you think we hit a pearl? We find a pearl before we find a Sham. But at least we know it'll probably shoot out around here somewhere, so that's good. Nothing. Got a lot of purples this run, though. Nothing. Let's go gambling on. Let's go gambling! It's pretty good, but the dodge roll is ass. Oh yeah, the gyro was used really well. That's good. Did you know the Vita version of Borderlands 2 actually has gyro controls? I have them turned on, but it doesn't use the PS4 gyro to any extent, so... But if you have the handheld, and it's not... Personally, it's not a great experience, because the frame rate is so awful half the time that having that kind of speed when trying to aim just doesn't mix well. Something like that in Uncharted works a lot better because it's a stable frame rate. But the Vita had it. The PS TV also, and again I've said this before and I don't know why this feature exists. You can enable rumble on the PS TV. Like if I hold the PlayStation button right here, we got some settings. Enable vibration. What game uses this? It's not used within the system menu. And any games that you're playing on this thing were designed for the Vita, which does not have any rumble motors in it. So what game uses that? My only guess is that I know mainly in Japan, games were made like maybe specifically to have PS TV compatibility because it says so on the screen or on the game case. So maybe some of those have rumble capabilities built in because they have a specific PS TV mode. Maybe those games also run at like 720p instead of 540p like a majority of Vita games. Because that's the other thing with the PS TV that was kind of weird when they released it, is that the system lets you output at 720p. However, pretty much every single Vita game runs at 540p. So, like, who are you really helping? Or 1080i, it runs at 1080i, but still. Kaboom. Gyro aiming is really cool in most games. It is. If implemented well, it is. It's really good. Wait, you can make the TV vibrate. No, not the TV. Mr. J. Not the TV, the controller. You can enable controller vibration, but it doesn't do anything on Vita games because no Vita game ever had rumble support built into it, so I don't know why. I don't know if it was one of those features that they just built in thinking that it would get used later on at some point. We got the bunker SMG! I can finally change a different thing on my screen! SMG! 1! Ah. Nice. Man, I hate myself. Alright, let's collect it. Add it to the pile. Yay, we got something. Alright, we're seeing things now. That's haven't seen a sham yet, but we're seeing things. And we're getting money for our troubles, so you know what it's like when I do this on my PS3 character, I've maxed out my money, so like there's no thrill in collecting money anymore. And I've maxed out my iridium, and I've bought all the upgrades for the SDUs. So there's no thrill in collecting iridium either, so if you don't get the bunker, or if you don't get the sham, then it's really just a sad time. You're probably worth a lot, actually. The rockets, or the grenadier assault rifle. I know you suck. Frames. Alright, nothing. The birch. Yeah. Nice. Okay, run. I think I've lost track of my runs. I think I'm like 1 or 2 off. I don't know, I'm trying to keep it as accurate as possible. I don't usually do this. I just gotta get into a rhythm of going over here, changing something after every run, and so on. I swear to God, for the non-amount of shams we're getting, imagine the first one we get is a 94. I just need to buy the Pearl SDUs. There's no Pearl SDUs on this version unless it's solely for the bank upgrades. Because, like I said earlier, the SMG, whatever SMG ammo I have, is max. Like, I can't buy more SDUs. They just don't exist. And I know you can get more ammo on the other versions, because my PS3 character has more than this. Does boring bunker crash? I don't know. I don't have a 0 character. But, like, seeing as how just playing through the game and opening your inventory at certain parts crashes the game, I'm gonna say yes. It's a very educated guess that that probably happens. They were introduced with the Commander Lilith DLC. Oh, they were? I swear some of the SDUs turned Pearl in the base game. Or maybe it's like Seraph color, I don't know. I don't know, man, I'm insane. I'm guessing the Ultimate Vault Hunter 2 upgrade pack probably introduced more SDUs, because introducing more levels means you probably need to introduce more ammo. So that's probably why I can't upgrade my stuff as much on here, which I never really thought about, but it makes sense, I suppose. But I never thought about it. That just threw me off yesterday when we got to that point. Got him! Oh, that's the shield side. Hang on a second. Hello. You slagged. You can kind of tell if an enemy is slagged because they have the little, like, radiating slagness from them. I don't know. This is not good. I'm sure I'm safe here. Proximity audio. Hey! Thank you, skill that doesn't... a chance to ignore damage that may or may not kill me. I don't think so. Man, we had such a good thing going. We got a bitch, we got a... 2 customizations, which... forgot to unlock the second one. Be pretty cool if we could get like a legendary soldier class mod from here. The kill time isn't as bad as I thought it'd be. No, it's not. I mean, I have a certain loadout that I like to use when I kill Bunker. It's just me. It's just how I do it on the PS3. I know there's other ways to do it. No, it's not. I know there's other ways to do it that are probably way faster, but this is just the way that I do it. It's a very fast kill time if he doesn't activate all 3 of his turrets. If he's just kind of sitting there, then you can just use the Kuroto Infinity on him. And do it that way. Loading screens are half the time on the farm. Yeah. I mean, it's a small area, so it's one of the faster loading screens in the game. PS3 loads it like no problem, like maybe 10 seconds and you're in. Which is, for a PS3, I mean, I know I have an SSD in my PS3, but PS3 wasn't using anything past SAT1, I think. So SSDs are not being used, it's just treating it as a 7400 RPM hard drive. God, Boring Bunker is the fastest. I'm sure it is. It's just, it would probably crash your game on the Vita if you really tried to do it properly. Change this. 18, this is run 18 probably. I don't know, if we get it, we'll just say we caught it in give or take. Give or take however many runs. Actually, let me unlock my customization while I'm here. Yeah, there's the first Bunker SMG that we got. This one, and then I don't know where to put the second one. Down the list. That one. It wasn't as good. There's the Bone Shredder that just doesn't exist. There we go. Well, it must not have been the digitized something or whatever for that first customization, because it would have said already unlocked. So we did get 2 different customizations to start, which was good. It dies in one shot if you set it up right. Oh, I've seen it. I've seen the bore. It's just, I'm afraid that the Vita probably wouldn't be able to handle it. I'm sure Mr. Honest Liar could probably pull that off, because I know he's got his max level 0. Could probably get a bore build going. Alright, Mr. Occult. Let me try and show you a quicker way of doing this on here. Slag him up. Take out this turret, get the extra fire rate from the kill skill, aim in the critical spot, and shred him. And then I lost my kill skill, but like, you know. No! Come back, V-Shield! There we go. Boss. That's my favorite way of doing it, just because it's just so satisfying. Unloading the Infinity Pistol. And that's not even a level 61 Infinity, I think it's a level 59. So, it could theoretically be faster if we got an on-level Corrosive Infinity. Christmas. You're hurting my game performance, Bunker, by throwing so many bombs. Ah. Can you do something up there? I actually might die. I saw when Mr. Honest Liar dropped, he dropped us the, Terramorphous, I think, relic. The health regen relic. It's like 1.2% of your health regen per second, and I'm like, that's kind of sad. Compared to Axton's, health regen skills, 1.2% a second is not great. It's not a bad relic, but like, I'm never gonna use it. Nope. Sometimes you can find health relics here, but I don't think that— I didn't want that! I swear I wasn't looking at it. Like, we gotta get one Sham, at least today. One is all I want. And I just want it to be the 94 one, but like, I just need to see one. A pearl would be cool too, just to collect. Nah. Wah wah. Okay. Fine, I see how it is. 19. That's pretty good. I've only taken Maya and Zero to max level, so I just abuse Born Chain Reaction. I've only ever taken Axton to max level. He's just my favorite character in Borderlands 2, so I just stick with what I like. But I've got other characters going. Like, I had a Maya going for when I needed some trophies. Same with Sal. I had a very short go with Zero, because you just have to remain in Deception for however long, but there's a bug that you can do with a bandit car, just swapping in and out of the back seat, and it keeps the deception going, so you can realistically unlock that trophy as soon as you get deception and a bandit car. But and then I have Gauge. Excuse me. I have a Gauge playthrough on my handheld Vita going. Only ever gotten one Sham in 1,800 hours, and it was an 81. One? That's insane, dude. I've got a few Shams on my PS3 character, like 6, maybe 7 in total. Definitely didn't take me that long, but like the highest I ever got was an 88. An 88 Sham. Good lord, Zero's basically a twig health-wise. Yeah, I think that's the hard thing, is like people have a lot of trouble if they're new to Borderlands playing with Zero, because he's not built for survival. He's more built to like be cool. Slag him up, knock him down, get reward. Got a turret. Brick, I would really appreciate it if you shut the fuck up. I never farmed for it, but still shouldn't be this hard. This rare. Apparently, the regular Sham just has a 3% drop chance. And then I don't remember the math, but like, to get the parts perfect for the Sham is some outrageous number. But it's possible, people have done it. I just don't know if they've ever done it on the Vita, and I'm really curious to see if we can get anything for the VR version as well, but that's gonna take a long time, because my highest character on the VR version is like, I don't know, level, he changed his drop pattern. What the fuck? Because I wasn't looking at him? This is a very satisfying line of things. What the hell? It's probably because I wasn't looking at him. Where's the Sham? Is that a gub? No. Looks like a gub. Not a whole lot of iridium that time. Shock Nova Shield. Oh. 269 iridium. Not bad. We're getting a lot of iridium. Yeah, he kind of died wonky that time. His gun's facing this way. And bro. Yo, that's an efficient way to sort the loot. Yeah, really. I don't know if that's just because I was looking away or if that's just because, like, the Vita... Because a lot of things had to be done to make this version run on here, as is a surprise to no one. But one of the things, like, loot acts differently. Like, it behaves differently. If there's a bunch of loot on screen, it starts disappearing so fast. Like, white stuff will just start disappearing maybe after a minute or so. And then it just goes up from there. Like, greens will start despawning. Ammo will start despawning. 2-player max. Yeah, man, you see how this is running? You think you can... Okay, up until this point, Mr. Honest Liar and I have played all of TVHM and all of UVHM multiplayer. The frame rate absolutely tanks when you have one other person in here. I'm running on an unmodded PS TV, so this is like genuine Vita hardware. And it hurts. So yeah, I can't imagine what it would be like to have 3 or more people in this lobby. Stop. Stop. What if the Sham went off the edge of the map due to that? I would cry. But we'll never know. It can. But I mean, it drops in a very, like, his rare stuff drops in a specific spot on the map. Like in that kind of like center area usually is where it goes. I would really hope it didn't shoot off the map. But sometimes Bunker will just like start flying away as he starts shooting his loot and you just don't see anything. I don't know, he's kind of weird sometimes, but thankfully I haven't encountered anything like that in my own personal days of farming him. Hello? Hello, sir. Please drop me the shield. I just want one before we end. Who hit me? Show yourself. Got it. I like the little lightning, like I like the color of that blue lightning he has on him. I know it's not what it's supposed to look like, but it's still interesting. That I don't. You're missing a leg. See ya. I'm gonna look at him this time, and hopefully the weirdo crap doesn't happen. Man, dude. I'm lost for words. Like, just watch. The first Sham we get's just gonna be, like, the lowest. Like, 70% or something is the lowest one you can get. Just a middle finger to everybody who tries. Here's your godforsaken Sham, 70% absorption rate, which is still, like, miles better than any other absorb shield in the game. But, like, I don't think anybody ever gets the Sham to actually use it as a shield. I think people just get it to say that they've collected it. 21 runs in, 1 bunker SMG, and 2 customizations, and no sham. This is the life. Oh, I forgot to put my game offline. Anybody playing online? Nope. Put this offline. There we go. Just in case, just to make it, just to help it along as much as possible. We're playing with PS TV, so it's constantly plugged into power, and we have an Ethernet cable plugged into it, even though it's only drawing probably about like 20 megabits max. Because the PS TV, even though it's a home console and has access to wall power, they still put in the N Wi-Fi standard or N wireless chip that the PS3 has. So like 20 megabits max, 25 megabits max is what you're pulling out of anything. Because we have gigabit speeds here over Ethernet and Wi-Fi. Gigabit and a half actually. So, yeah, she struggles. Took like 9 minutes to download Minecraft, and Minecraft's like 125 megabytes. Just the things we had to deal with back in the day. Come on. Show yourself. Depth of field. I look at this stuff and I'm like, damn, this looks awful, but then again, I have to realize the devs made a 30 some odd gig game, like 5 gigs, or whatever this storage is on this version. Emulsified, brother. Oh my lord. So like, yeah, audio is going to be compressed, which it is. Textures are going to be compressed, which they are. But if that's the sacrifice you need to make the game run, then sure. I'm fine with that. You want to play it on a reliable console, go play it on there, but this is where it all began. This is where everybody's portable Borderlands hopes began and probably died after seeing this port. The state of this port. Oh no, oh no! Oh no, he's facing the wrong way! Yeah. Brother, why did you die like that? It's gotta be something like tick speed or something. Yeah, look, everything's all on a nice line. It's gotta be tick speed, something to do with the frame rate. Because I think that's what fucks up bunkers so much for people on, like, PC, is because almost everybody who plays on PC plays it at 60 frames or higher. And the game was designed for 30 frames. So stuff just behaves differently when the frame rate, like when the game's running at different frame rates. That's why if you're playing at the beginning area in Sanctuary, and whoever's supposed to open the door, Jessup or something, or Blitz. Blitz is supposed to open the door for you, and he just sits there and waits forever. It's because the frame rate is not at 30. I don't know. I'm guessing it has something to do with like the tick speed of the game, or whatever people call that. And it just messes with how things behave. It's a weird phenomenon, but that's what happens when you have an old game and you inject it with modern technology. But thankfully on PC you can cap it to 30 if you really want that old school experience, and On the PS3 and 360, that's not a problem, because those were the designed consoles in mind. Surprisingly enough, that problem's not really on the PS4 version, but it's locked at 60, so if there were problems to do with frame rate, they would arise there most likely as well. I don't know. We're 2 hours and 11 minutes in, and we have got nothing. We've got nothing out of this. My eyes are starting to become tired. Imagine playing BL2 at 120 FPS. My Legion Go thing that I have, like I mentioned earlier, has a 165 hertz screen. If you play with the graphics just right, because I mean, I know like the game's old, but still, if you crank everything to like ultra high and ultra far render distance and like 16 times anti-aliasing, you're not going to be running at max frame rate. But if you just keep everything at high, like a mix of medium and high, you can get the game running at like 200 frames. It's really cool. Hello? Shred him! No, he broke my B shield. Damn. Ah, whatever, we would still do this. Who in the fuck is hitting me? Yeah, you're losing your other turret. I'm getting my fire rate back, you piece of shit. I made a mistake. You did this to me.
My boys got supplies for you. Look for the buzzard with the white beacon.
Okay, Lucino, this is a problem because I can't just kill him. I have to actually do more damage to him. Maybe this is the Sham run. How many crashes? None, surprisingly. But we are doing the bunker fight, so like we're just farming bunker, we're just loading into this small area every single time. We're save quitting to get out of here. I'm not risking going out back to 1,000 cuts and then loading back in here. Because if the game were to crash at that bunker door in 1,000 cuts, I'd have to run through the entire arena again. Can you spawn back, please? I'd have to run through the entire arena game again, plus it's probably faster to quit back to the main menu than load back into the bunker fight than it is to load into 1,000 cuts than load into the bunker fight. But we're just taking a sweet-ass time. Oh, what the? Did I not kill him enough the first time? Don't got any second wins here. Okay, there we go. Now he's gonna go do the proper thing. But yeah, as you can see on screen, we're 22 runs in. We found one bunker SMG and we had 2 customizations. I didn't keep track of those, so I didn't have anywhere to put them on my screen. I hear jet loaders. Weave. Bro, this is the longest run yet, come on! Shouldn't have shot the second turret. Don't face the edge. That's really nerve-wracking. There we go. Nothing again. My God. Is this the worst luck of all time? Farming for this boss and not getting any shams out of 22 runs? I'm not entirely sure. We said the math was 3%, but... Man, dude. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing to see. Man, dude. I don't know, that's just farming in this game. Like, some days you'll get nothing or one, and then other days you'll get a whole bunch of things, and the world's not fair. Luck of the draw. I feel like that's a cheating way of getting replayability in your game. Just make things so damn near impossible to find mathematically, so then people just keep coming back to your game. Times we got like, I don't know. I really just want to go till we get one sham. But like, I also don't want to go for another hour in case we don't actually end up getting one. I don't know. Mr. Honest Liar said he got one sham. It was an 81%, but he didn't say how many runs that took him. Alright. Let's go. Just keep grinding. Just keep going. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Like, are the chances better to get the sham from bunker or from, like, loot midgets? Because I know for... I know for some items that's kind of might be the case. Like, loot midgets might have a higher drop chance. But I think bunker is probably the best bet for that. There he is. In the flesh. Kill one turret, leave the other one alive. Hopefully my B shield doesn't break this time. Look at that. Efficiency run. There we go. So much faster. You can get it from any source, but it's better chances from the bunker. Okay. Yeah, this is generally how things go in Borderlands games if you're farming them. Any loot source, even though you rarely ever see it in the other loot sources, but any loot source can carry the weapon or the item. It's just, you know, the certain specific thing will have it. Dedicated drop farming, that's why they call it that. Bullet decals. No bullet decals on the Vita. You think they got that shit turned on? Think again. NVIDIA PhysX, I would just really love to see 1 frame a second. The frame times of like legitimate 70 seconds in between frames. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. I'm starting to think it doesn't exist. Even though they said it did, it's like finding dinosaurs. Starting to think the sham is a liberal lie. You ever see those memes on the internet? Don't need ammo, don't need that, don't need that. No pearls either. Like, a pearl would be exciting, but no. Nothing of the sort. I remember I found a pearl on my PS3 one before I found a sham. I'm like, there's no way. Oh, I am actually getting tired here. I don't know if we're actually gonna find a Sham before the stream ends. Ugh. I don't know how many more runs we should do. Get to 30. How long is 7 runs gonna take? I don't know. End it on a whole number. Run number 13 or 14 is when we started seeing the customizations. And then it was a few more runs before we got the bunker SMG, and then it's just been dry ever since. Nothing outside. Okay. Maybe we'll try and aim for 30 runs and then call it there. Hopefully we can get some quick runs in. You took away the reflectiveness of the metal part here. On the PS3 it's got like a kind of reflective quality on it where here it doesn't. Alright, quick spawn, that's what we love to see. Yoink. Damn, who hit me? Extra fire rate. Fuck. Or just ducks and then hits me with that one turret. I think BO1 could have been a pretty good fit for the Vita. I mean, I want all Borderlands ones. Or all Borderlands games on the Vita as much as the next person, but I think, I don't know, in my mind, I think they had Borderlands 2 on the Vita in mind when they were developing it to some degree. Because if you look at some of the maps on here compared to Borderlands 1... I killed you! Compared to Borderlands 1. Like, Borderlands 1 has a lot of big areas. Maybe there's not as much going on in terms of, like, status effects and stuff, but, like... Borderlands 2 kind of just, like, for the most part, has some compressed maps, I think, is maybe a way to call it, or a way to say it. Whereas Borderlands 1's kind of, like, larger in scope, I believe. So for that reason, even though it's, like, a lesser version of the Borderlands engine, whatever their custom engine that Gearbox used was. I'll try turning my game online again. I don't know if that's going to change anything, but since I've done that, we haven't gotten anything. I'm going insane. For that reason, I just don't know if the Vita could handle it. Whoa, that's cool. It's a cool effect. Lightsaber looking effect there. Alright. Because this is a thing with a lot of Vita ports that are out there, to some extent. Like, I know if you mod your Vita, you can get Mario 64, like you can get the N64 version and just play the whole game on your Vita and it runs decently. You can get Bugdum on your Vita, which was a Mac game from 1999 or 2001, I think, that came on the Macintosh install discs. Like, you can do that, you can play GTA San Andreas and GTA 3, but the only thing with those games is that they are Android ports, so that's how they've gotten to work. And Borderlands, to our knowledge earlier, like we said, never received an official Android port outside of the NVIDIA Shield version, which good luck trying to get that on anything. I don't know. If the Vita was a slightly more powerful, I think a lot could be done with what you could add onto it in terms of the modding sphere. You could do that, but Nintendo wouldn't like it. Yeah, really. I saw some dude got banned from, his Switch got banned because his username was Twinklink or something. Like, I understand Nintendo doesn't want to ban, or doesn't want people modding their stuff and pirating their games. But, like, just ban the person's account, because you know what you're doing now? You're creating a whole hell of a lot of e-waste by banning consoles, and they legitimately can't connect to the internet, or they can't sign in, and you can't use them. So, like, what are they used for outside of a paperweight? And like, it's just, oh, it's so weird. They've always been like that, though. Like, you shouldn't be surprised, but they've kind of always been like that for piracy. It's just that now the modern gaming is so interconnected with itself, they can ban consoles. Because, like, the Wii, I'm sure they were kind of pissed off that the Wii was getting hacked and all that shit, right? Because you can homebrew the hell out of a Wii and even a 3DS, but you know, you're not getting your Wii console banned by Nintendo. To be fair, Link is kind of a twink. He always was. I mean, to me, that it's kind of stupid. Uh-oh. He's facing the wrong way. Gotta catch the Sham midair. In that dude's defense, I'd be saying, hey, why am I allowed to name my username this if you're gonna ban me for it? Like, why am I able to type this in and actually make an account out of it and then you ban me? Like, why don't you just have some kind of filter that says, oh, hey, I can't name my user certain things?
Look at that.
Right? Like, because I think that's against user rights at some point along the line. Oh, man. Nothing, bruh. Nothing. Nothing. Dude. What the hell? Well, if you didn't hear, but Brazil is suing Nintendo into the ground. I imagine a lot of people want to sue Nintendo for that shit, because that's stupid. If I'm allowed to name my user something, like, okay, allowed, quote unquote, but like, if I can name my user something, and have it go all the way through, and then you ban my console, fuck you. Send me a new console. Or tell me I can't do it in the first place, because now I've just spent, what? I'm Canadian, so the Switch is like $750. But like, I've just spent $750. Name the thing. Oh, you can't name it that. Now I just have a $750 brick. Like, that should be against the law, in my opinion. That shouldn't be, I know you don't want people to mod your console, but like, you gotta do some effort on your part, Nintendo, to, you know, have certain systems in place so these things can't happen. And if they do happen, you need to also figure something out. Not just ban console. Ban the account. Because at least the console's no longer... Because, like, let's say, like, for reselling purposes, right? Like, let's say... Because you need to get, if you restart the Switch 2, like, factory reset it or whatever. And, you know, it takes a little while in that whole setup process to realize that the console's banned. You know, you resell that thing... Nobody's gonna know. You sell it on eBay, nobody's gonna know. They just think they got a new Switch. And then, oh, it's bricked. I mean, I know eBay has buyer protection, but what happens if you go to, like, Kijiji or, like, Marketplace or something where that kind of thing is not as prevalent. Who the fuck keeps breaking my B shield, man? Fuck this. Oh no, he's gonna fly away. Don't fly, don't do it, don't. I got him. See the chats, hang on a second. It was you, probably. Whoa. The slabs can shove it up their ass. Ion Motor, I haven't seen one of you here yet. Hey! At least all the stuff. Oh, I was gonna say, at least all the stuff fell. Imagine if the guy didn't even know what twink means and just thought it sounded good. Oh, it's not. People suing Nintendo over that. Brazil's Trade Consumer Protection Agency is suing Nintendo for violating consumer rights. Brazil's going for the fucking jugular. I think, yeah. I mean, somebody at Nintendo had to think at some point, hey, can we actually do this? Or they're probably just like so full of themselves, we're like, oh yeah, we have enough money. If they want to sue us, sue us. We can probably buy out the lawyers and whoever's suing us. Reduce damage from explosions. You don't see too many of these shields with that kind of text in this game. Or like, I mean, you see them kind of more early on, like early game, I think, more than anything. Like, oh, you know, immunity to corrosive damage or something like that. But, you know, early in the game, it's kind of pointless because not a whole lot of enemies are firing at you with corrosive weapons yet. And then you just don't see that shield until, or you don't see those stuff until later, but the shield is now useless. Well, in their EULA, it says you can't sue them. You can't put that in a EULA. You can't call this out for our bullshit, is basically what they're saying. You can't put that in there. Nintendo. I know it says in the terms of service you can't mod the console or pirate software. That's cool. But like, people are gonna do it anyway. It's been happening since the dawn of time. Your effort as the Nintendo Switch 2 creator is not gonna stop the entire pirating community. It's called digital preservation for a reason. If you're going to make and Nintendo has a bad history of just completely cutting off their digital storefronts way too early. If you're going to do that, then you need to allow for people to preserve the media that developers have spent their hard time on to make for people to play. Like, as soon as you cut off that eShop, all digital exclusives, unless people had already downloaded them, are gone. And I mean, I know Nintendo probably still has a copy of them on their servers, but it's pointless if people can't play those games, right? I was reading. Yo. Thank you for hitting my B shield yet again. This was not a problem earlier on, now it is. Okay, he's missing both turrets now. We got him. One more for good luck. There we go, we got him. Someone was high on cocaine when making that thing. Well, they did. That's insane to me. Like, even with the game key cards, like, it feels like the Switch 2 in so many ways is just shaping up to be the most wasteful, like, physically wasteful console of all time. Because those game key cards As soon as you take, again, it all stems from the eShop. As soon as you take the eShop away, those game keycards are useless because you can't download anything from the shop to make them work. So now they're just, again, waste. Bruh. There's no fucking way our luck is this bad today. There's no way we have got not one sham in 25 runs. I recently tried to look up footage of Borderlands online and made the simple-minded mistake of typing in BL online. What the fuck? Oh. That is a very low helicopter. Okay. But the house started shaking and I could hear it. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like a plane going down or something? But no. It's either a medical helicopter or a search helicopter. But still hear it. Like it's going down the way, but like, my god. It states right in the ULA you can't sue them. That's so stupid. I swear they can't do that. I'm no legal expert, but like, it don't sound right. Swoop. Alright. 4 more runs to go. Then we'll call it for the day. And in Brazil, it's like, oh no, that's not how this works. Mr. Zach, welcome, my friend. Can you play GTA on PS Vita? Technically, you can. Are you asking me if I can play it, or are you asking if you can play it at all? Because, yes, you can officially... Excuse me. You can play GTA... GTA Liberty City Stories and GTA Vice City Stories, because those were the PSP games and you can download them from the PlayStation Store and play them that way. Unofficially, through mods, you can play GTA San Andreas and GTA 3. I don't know if you can play GTA Liberty City, or were those the same games? I don't remember. Low-key, no joke, Nintendo has been put on official notice by Brazil. It's only a matter of time before other countries take a look at that EULA and realize that it's against the law. Yeah, I'm outside your window. What? Was that in response to the helicopter post? How's it going today, Mr. Zach? How's your day been so far? I'm looking forward to bedtime. My eyes are starting to shut on their own here, and we've got no shams, and it's just a mistake. I mean, sooner or later, I think Nintendo's gonna realize that no matter how much they want to try and stop people, they can't stop people from preserving games digitally. It's just gonna happen. So they should probably accept it, honestly. I love that little floating fire sprite that's supposed to be right where that turret used to be. Come on, finish him off! There we go! What are you doing here? Weave! Nintendo is not the police, I mean. Uh-oh, you're fast. Schwunk. Alright, always facing left. Please don't shoot one out. Oh. No. Thought I saw something of rare variety, but I did not. There's this health vial. different shade, different color compared to the regular beams. There's a cool mod for the PC version of Borderlands 2 where like items glow, like the item beams glow on the ground. Like you can customize the radius of the light and whatnot. It's pretty cool. The Vita could use something like that, but you know, adding extra lighting features is not something that goes well with a Vita.
Wow.
Imagine you shot one out right there. Shit, bro. What's wrong with you? Oh, I saw the blue and I'm like, oh, Pearl, nope. Why would it be all the way out there? Run 27. My day's good. Went to the monthly retro gaming thing. We'll send some photos. People bought a lot of consoles. Nice, man. Wonder what kind of stuff they had that, well, retro gaming, I'm sure, but like there's always those niche items that I never knew existed back then, but you know, it makes sense that they would have existed back in that time. Granted, I do not modify my systems or anything, but still I'm not going to stand for being indiscriminately targeted. The only console I've ever modded was my Japanese Vita, and I did it mainly just to see if I could. Like, I don't play it, like, I play my actual Vita infinitely more than that. I only ever did that one to see, like, what kind of third-party games I could play, because I didn't download. I mean, there's some games I have downloaded on there, excuse me, from the PKGJ store, but I mainly downloaded those to try out multiplayer features for games that I already owned on my actual Vita. So, yeah, that's the only console I've ever modded. I have a PS3 Slim that I don't use anymore. It was my first PS3, but then I bought an 80 gig model because I like the look of it better. And started using that one, but I could mod that one. I hear the Slims are... It's a little different of a modding process. I don't know if you have access to everything compared to a fat model. Which I'm not sure. Alright, bunker. Oh, just break the B shield. You've already broken my spirit. What more could you possibly do? I don't even see the bullets as turrets are firing out. Usually on the PS3 you can see them and then you can dodge them, but here it's just nope. There you go, there's a... he's not dead yet! He might be. Kinda like that so many companies are shitty doesn't make me feel bad for pirating their stuff. I mean, that's one way to look at it, Mr. Dean. That's actually pretty funny. You're awful, so I don't feel bad anymore. You taught this on yourself. Oh yeah, you stole... Okay, where are you gonna start shooting shit? Because, like, I was so far back when I killed you. Okay. Like, he struggles to shoot out that last little bit. Like, I'm convinced. I mean, I know we've seen other stuff already. But I'm convinced that the Sham is getting stuck in there somewhere. And there's nothing I can do about it. Is that a health relic? No. Fight for your lifetime. Jesus Christ. Turn that PS3 Slim into a George Foreman. No, the PS3 Super Slim, that was the one that looked like the George Foreman grill. I do not have that. I still find that insane that they decided to... I mean, the Xbox did it too, like the 360. Wasn't the 360E, wasn't that like the final version of the 360 that came out just before the Xbox One or alongside the Xbox One? I don't remember. But yeah, and the PS3 Super Slim, like, there was no reason for those consoles to exist. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. I'm pretty sure in my mind they only released those to kind of get rid of the last little bit of hardware that they had before fully switching over to the new stuff. And, you know, what better way to do that than to have a marketing push behind it? So, like, oh, PS3 is super slim. It's this new thing. It's super cheap because they only sold them with 12 gig hard drives for some reason. Basically, just enough hard drive space for the OS to run. I mean, it wasn't so much a big deal back then because most PS3 games, like mid to late generation PS3 games, you could just run off the disk and they didn't really require an install size, and the save file size was like a few megabytes. Early PS3 games, though, like Borderlands 1 and Spider-Man 3 are the two that I can think of, required a hard drive install to make the loading times faster than the Blu-ray drive. Which, I mean, to some extent, I guess that works. I just don't have any point of comparison, because Borderlands 1 loads in its maps pretty fast. Destiny needs a install size, and it needs like an install size of 30 gigs or something. It's huge for a PS3 game. Will someone actually convert a PS3 into a George Foreman? I wouldn't be shocked. The cell processor can get pretty warm under load. Like the fan in the OG PS3s, it just runs while it's like off. The console can be off, but the fan will still be on just to keep it cool. It's insane. I don't think Oblivion required an install. I don't know, it wasn't every early PS3 game, but like a lot of them required a hard drive install, and then they figured the Blu-ray drive was just fast enough, I guess. I don't know. Borderlands 2 doesn't need one, Borderlands pre-sequel doesn't need one. Destiny needed one. But, like, Destiny was a late generation game, so satisfying. No, come back! GTA 5 obviously needed one, because that game's huge. I think GTA 5, though, is a smaller game on the PS3 than Destiny. I don't know. Because, like, you gotta keep in mind, right? Like, the PS3 shipped with a, like, high-end model had a 60 gig hard drive. And Destiny, I mean, not that anybody still had these 60 gigabyte hard drives. I'm sure they did. But not that, people didn't still have these 60 gig hard drives back in the time. But, like, Destiny on the back of the package says it needs at least 30 gigs of storage. So, like, you know, that's probably more than 50% of the whole console storage for one game. So yeah, that's huge back then. Those were huge games for their time. I still can't believe we found no Shams. That's actually a shame. I wanted to at least show off one. But so far we got nada. Skyrim, on the other hand, could have really benefited from an install size. The PS3 port is really bad. I mean, I don't know if that's because of the no install size, or no install, or if that's just because of, what the fuck is this? Reactive projectile diversification. It's a cool looking shotgun. Or if it's just because they didn't develop it for the cell processor properly. Because that was also the other thing with a lot of early PS3 games, was that the architecture was so different compared to the Xbox and the PS2 and the original Xbox, and the PC for that matter, that even though the PS3 was more powerful than the 360, because they just didn't know how to develop for it, they didn't know how to leverage all the processing power that it had, They were only ever using like parts of the cell processor. They weren't using the full thing. And it showed. Games looked worse or performed worse. So that's just how it was. Skyrim was 2011. Well, even 2011, right? If the developers don't know what they're doing with the PS3, then it doesn't matter when it is. It's just by then. I hear snoring. It was just that by then, more people should have realized how you actually used the cell processor. Like Naughty Dog, for example, they, even with the Uncharted 1 port, or not port, even with Uncharted 1 in the mid-2000s, it didn't ran great, but it looked really good. And Naughty Dog learned from that, and they made a really good series of games and showed what it was capable of. Because in some instances, with the full power of the cell processor being used, it can outperform the PS4 CPU, which I think is just insane to think about. However, the PS4 absolutely demolishes the PS3 in terms of graphics capability. 512 megs of RAM, 256 megs of which were dedicated to the GPU, will get crushed night and day by 8 gigs of GDDR5, so, that's just how she goes. That's just how the technology is designed. Alright, one more run after this, then we call it. I humbly apologize that we couldn't find Sham today, but, that's part of the journey, I suppose. You're not gonna get one every time. Just getting one at all would have been cool, but... Fuck. And bro... Nothing. What the... What, you had your entire life to try and kill me, why now? Okay. No sham. No sham wow. Nothing here either. Sometimes you should be able to... I don't know, we have the rare loot relic. We don't have it on us. I should have taken it from Sanctuary. Because I'm pretty sure I still have it for this character, but... I don't know if that improves things at all. Alright, run 30. Let's see... See if this is any better. I'm so tired. My voice is dry because I drank all my water. I hear snoring and I don't know who it's coming from. Everything's going wrong. Commando's gunpowder skill tree makes him more awesome at generally everything. It increases his gun damage, decreases recoil, and creates a small nuclear blast every time he deploys his turret. I would really love to see, just once, just respec into that tree to get the nuclear stuff. Because I don't think... You might be able to, but you probably have to spec very carefully. If you can get the double turret along with the nuke. I would just love to see how chaotic that would be on the Vita. I've never seen what the nuke looks like on the Vita version with the turret. Visually, I've just never seen what it looks like. I'm kind of curious whether it would actually look like anything, or if it would just look like nothing, because I know Nova shields on this version, they're not transparent in any fashion, so it's just like this blue, if you have a shock one, this blue sphere that comes out, and it's just blinding. Look at the fields over there, look at the meadows and the dust, probably. That's why I like Borderlands 2, it had such a variety of... And I know you're on Pandora all the time, but I think the field would explode, yeah, really. Real-life representation of what happens with a nuke. I just like Borderlands 2 and how it had a varied landscape. How you could have snow, and you could have... not so much water worlds, but like, you know, grasslands and techy looking places. And, well, I guess you get the beach kind of stuff with Oasis. But it's all in the one planet. It was really cool. Borderlands 3 kind of had that, but you had to go to the different planets to kind of experience that. Conference call. I haven't used the conference call enough. I love this thing. It's so crunchy when it with audio. Kaboom. Stand over here. I'll get closer to it. Maybe that's what we're doing wrong. I saw something there and it dropped, and I don't know where it would have dropped. Can I actually get up here? Hold on a second. Probably grenade jump this, but I don't know if I can actually get up here. Ah, no shams today. My apologies. How long are we doing that for? 3 hours and no shams. Honestly, like, that is tragic. That's absolutely tragic luck. Stalker. Nothing else. Got the money. No legendaries out of here even. Brother. Leather rifle. It don't even exist. It's fading in and out of existence. Damn. Alright, well that sucks. Ended on run 30. We'll leave it there. Pandora also smells of hemorrhoids wrapped in bacon. Yeah, that's true. I'm really curious as to where that snoring's coming from, because it's like too close to be on a couch. The other couch is in the downstairs room. Alright, let's cross-save this dude and make sure we got a copy of him in the server. Or in whatever spot it holds this in. There we go. Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight on this very unsuccessful endeavor of trying to get the Sham. It was day one, so, you know, we tested the waters, we saw what it could be like. Getting up to that bunker area is a pain in the ass, but, you know, we seem to be doing fine once we're in the fight. But yeah, you guys make these streams what they are. It's always nice talking with you guys, whether it's about the game or just about life in general. Mr. Jim, having some great conversations with you. Mr. Dima and Mr. I don't know if he's here anymore, but he was here earlier. Occult, Mr. Occult. Every single one of you, so great to have you here, so great. If anybody liked the video, I appreciate that. Anybody subscribed, always appreciate that as well. And to those watching in the future, appreciate you guys as well. You guys make this channel, man. You guys want to see this stuff, I'm just here to provide it, but we work together as a team. So, in any case, I'm going to bed. I am so tired. Hopefully we'll have another stream within the next couple days. I don't know what it'll be. Borderlands, Lego Star Wars, Battlefront. Anything is on the table at this point, so, but it was a good first Sham stream. And I'm also glad that I was able to figure out how to get the text working on screen, so that's lovely as well. Alright, everybody. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your night or the rest of your day wherever you're from, and I will see you in the next one.